probably all out shopping, isn't it? Everyone's all out shopping.
Did the notification go out? Do you know? Because obviously I don't know because it's my channel. So
I haven't had one yet.
Like half an hour before, people should get a notification. So
no, I didn't.
Maybe that's why then there's nobody here. I did put it on Instagram. Hello, everybody who's not here yet.
Hello, everybody who's not here. Yeah.
Hello, people watching this at a later date.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Oh, 5. I got 6.
Here we go.
There's some people coming. Hello, come and say hello. Hello, Mizzy, and hello, Laura.
There's some people in. Yay.
Yes.
Well, I went out today. I went to the store today.
I've been enjoying watching you go out and go to the charity shops. It's been really good. Although I've been feeling a little bit jealous, but it's been nice.
I didn't film much today in the charity shops. It was basically me going, I'm going to go in this charity shop, and then I don't film anything in there. And then I'll film a bit more going, and then I'm going to go in this charity shop, and then I don't film anything in there. Because you always feel so weird. Like, charity shops, if it was, like one of the big American ones where it goes on for years, like, wouldn't be so bad. But there's,
a little shop.
Yeah, and it's like there's only 4 people allowed in there at the time, so it's like, and it's deadly quiet, and you just there going, so here's a spoon, it's so weird. I just don't like doing it,
I can imagine. I mean, I bought myself a proper steady thing, like a holder for your phone that keeps it steady, and then Dan's like, you've bought that, you're not going to use it, are you? And I said, yes, I'll use it. That was like a year ago. It's in the drawer. You have to charge it before you use it. But
you just feel so conspicuous and so like, like, I'm sorry.
Have you ever seen a vlogger? Like when you've been out, I've seen vloggers at train stations.
No, the only one I've seen is the typical one round here, which is that oh God, what's his name?
Oh, someone near you, isn't there?
Yeah, Ben Phillips, like millions and millions of followers. I've seen him around, but he has like a proper crew with him. And so they...
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he's a wanker. Well, when I say crew, it's cameraman Carl, who was in the same, like, he did the same film course as me.
Right.
So there's Carl, and then there'll be, like, well, probably his brother, like, Ben Phillips's brother. I don't know his name, but yeah, so see them around sometimes because his mum lives over there as well.
Right.
But other than that, no, I don't think I've ever seen a vlogger out in the wild.
Oh, I did see a couple with a baby as well, but they could have just been video chatting with someone rather than vlogging. I don't know. So yeah, you do feel self-conscious. I mean, I've done it a couple of times on a walk, and then I've not. Like one time I done it on a walk, and then Dan went, "No pictures, please," and I was like, "You've just ruined that whole bit." Because I panned up to him, and he was like, "No, don't want to be on." But it makes me laugh because he has come in quite a few times, hasn't he? When we've been live, so he has been on. I don't know why he feels conspicuous. I don't know.
Well, if you're vlogging and he says like, oh, don't, well, then don't get in the way of the camera.
Yeah.
Because it's staying in, like.
Yeah. Joan's never seen a wild vlogger either.
And you'd think they were everywhere, wouldn't you? But no.
You would. So what, did you get yourself anything good then today?
Well, obviously I bought some jewellery.
Yeah.
And a couple of things that have turned out to not be that valuable. I still earn money on them, but they're not as like exciting as I thought. I got like just an African carving. I thought she was cool, but they don't go for a lot. I mean, she didn't cost me a lot anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And a couple of jewellery boxes. So there's that one, which has got like, it's like carved in there. It's like a shadow box in the top. And then there's this one, and it plays Swan Lake, which I like. They're nice enough. I didn't pay a lot for them, but they don't go for loads. But I think what I'll do is I'll do like a listing with jewelry box and contents, so people can have like a little rummage or like a dress up thing, or that kind of
idea. Yeah.
Yeah. And I bought a book. book as well. A book.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. Well, just thought, So I didn't. How much have I spent today? 50. I spent just over £30. I did spend up on some of the jewelry, but because they're from past times ones. But past time stuff sells. People like it. So
I tell you what, I need you to look out for me, because I wish I lost them somewhere when we moved house or something, and I loved them. It was some past times, the enamel earrings, dangly earrings they used to do, and they were crescent moons, and they had a little, I think it was a bunny or something set on the moon, and there were some stars, and I loved them as a teenager.
Stargazing hairs.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like stargazing hairs. I wanted a little statue of one, like with a rabbit looking up at the moon and the ears are back.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, I had those, and they just disappeared, and I love those earrings. I'd love them, just sort of memory purposes, for keepsake. But I've looked and I can never find them anywhere.
I did, Joan. Yes, I did.
We did as well. Darren was actually watching it with me, and he was quite interested. And he kept saying, "Has Lexx got that?" And "Has Lexx got that?" And I was like, "Well, smaller versions, yeah."
Yeah, like I'm quite surprised at. I don't know, what was I quite surprised at? I was quite surprised that they had to do casting last night, and some of them were like, "Oh, I've never done casting before." And I was quite surprised at that, because I thought that was like a thing that silversmiths do regularly.
Yeah.
So, and enameling as well. I was like, I did enameling when I was like 12 years old. How come you haven't done enameling? Doesn't mean I'm going to be any good at it when I do try it, by the way.
Have you seen when they show the pieces of work they've made? Some of them do look similar to what you've made, I think.
Well,
I do.
I've got a hell of a lot to learn. I'm on the very, very, very basics right now.
But you've got the artistic part of you there. Yes, you have, and you've got the. I mean, I saw them drawing in their notebooks, and that's what you do before, designing. So.
Well, no, I know I'm good at the ideas and the that kind of thing. It's if you saw when I was you were there when I was live the other day, going, "It's not doing what I wanted to do," and that's where I've got to actually slow down and look at stuff, rather than going, "Well, this might work," and then like, no, that's not going to work.
I have to say, in the past, when I've done custom makes for people, I have got quite stressed when I've been doing it, and I've had to sort of step back and have a bit of time out, because I've been like going, "Oh, it won't go right," and getting really stressed out because I know the person's paid me and I've got to get it right.
Oh, see, no, it wasn't like, because Belle was like who I was making one of them for. She was like, "Is it because I was watching?" I'm like, "No, that doesn't bother me at all. Like, it's not that. It's literally that thing of like, when your printer for some reason stops working and you're like, nothing has changed. Yeah. Like, it's that. It's that, but do the thing that we've done this before. We've been over this. Yeah. Why aren't you doing the thing that I know that you can do?" It's that, and it's like, I do need to slow down and stop just thinking that hammering something to death or polishing something to death is going to make it better. Like, calm down, But yeah, I'll get there, and it's learning all these little things, isn't it? So,
because I always thought I was good under pressure in the past. When I've been put under pressure, I've been okay. But I've realised it's pressure when it's stretched out and you can analyse it more. I'm not good. When it's like you're in a moment and someone goes, "Right, you've got to do this, this, and this," I can do it. But if I'm thinking about it and it's ruminating, then I'm not good. The more I overanalyze something, the worse it gets. So a lot of times, like, people who know me will wait till the last minute to tell me about something. Darren does it to me all the time. If we're going to do something, he'll tell me at the last minute, because then he knows I haven't got time to stress about it and not want to go or change my mind or, overanalyze it. So yeah, much better when I don't have much notice, if you know what I mean.
So for example, like on your wedding day, you just woke up and he's like, right, come on to the church. You're like, what?
I was actually surprisingly calm on my wedding day. I don't know why, but I suppose because I was happy to be marrying Darren, but I was surprisingly calm.
Whatever. It's because he slipped me some Valium, that's why.
Although I was between jobs, so I'd finished my temp job, and then I knew I was starting a job in October, and Darren had been on holiday, and we'd both ate a bit too much. So I just about got my dress on, so that wasn't a good thing. I squeezed into it. So, but yeah. So it's been nearly 3 weeks since I've been on, because last week we had the boiler serviced and 2 deliveries, so I didn't do Tuesday tea break. And then I was talking to Lexx saying, there's loads of people on a Tuesday. Well, it's quite busy on a Tuesday, isn't it? You've got Nick and Andrea,
and then Lainey, and then
Lainey's on
again, and then Lainey again, and then Lainey all night.
So I thought Wednesday might be a better day to do the hangout, or I was going to call it midweek catch up, and Lexx suggested Hump Day Hangout, which is really good because I like stuff that rhymes, like Tuesday tea break. So yeah, so that's what I'm calling. Hello, Josh. I just watched you opening your birthday presents on Carla's waffle.
No, he's so cute. Wasn't Carla's waffle this week like really nice to watch? I know I'm in some of it, and so I'm like, oh yeah, that was great. But it was so joyous.
I like the fact that she put warning for people with headphones before she went Lexx. I thought that was funny.
But yeah, it was nice. It was nice to be outside, nice to be. I mean, we can't go to the pubs yet. We can go to the pubs from Monday, so I have booked 5 o'clock on Monday.
Right.
And you're only allowed like a 2-hour slot, so I booked that, and then I've booked another 2 hours. So we might have to move tables, but that's
fine. Right, okay. I didn't realise that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that's my plan for Mondays. I don't care what else is happening. I'm going to the damn pub. But no, that was nice to be like sat outside and have some nice food brought eventually, which didn't show that on camera, but it was like, can we have our food now, please? Like, starving, please. Yeah, that was lush. And it can't stay over at the moment. Can't stay over until May or something, isn't it? So
is it the 17th?
Yeah, I think so. So a little bit to wait. I'm sure there's something else happening May 17th. What else was happening May 17th? Oh, the Adventure Rooms is opening.
The Adventure Rooms?
You have escape rooms.
Oh, yeah.
There's one in Bridgend. It got built and then it never opened because of COVID.
Yeah.
So I just saw on their Facebook today, like, we're finally open on the 17th of May. And so I'm like, I want to go.
I've never been to one of them.
Oh,
I watched that. Oh, there's a good film, based on the escape rooms. I can't think what it's called.
Is it called Escape Room?
I don't know.
There is a film called Escape Room.
Is there a room in it that's upside down?
I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't seen it because it sounded awful.
Oh, no, there's one that is quite good. Well, I enjoyed it. I don't normally like films like that, but I did quite enjoy that.
Okay.
Where everybody dies, basically. One of those type films.
Right. Are you talking about Cube? Is it quite old?
No, it's a newish film.
Because there's a really good film called Cube where someone just wakes up like in a room, a blank room, and then they have to like work out codes to get into like the next room and stuff.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
They meet like people along the way, and then they've all got like a particular talent and a particular reason why they're there and stuff. That's a good film. Very good.
I've watched a couple of the Saw films and I wasn't that impressed with them.
The first, I think, let me remember. Right, 1 and 2 I enjoyed, and then I think 3 and 4 were rubbish, and then 5 was okay. There's something like, but I mean, the first one is the best. It always is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But that's because you don't know that there's whatever twist and stuff just yet. But like in like Saw 7, it's like, right, the person behind this is the next door neighbor's dog's friends, cousins. Like, you're like, come on now, come on, it's just getting silly.
Yeah. Is The Cube scary though? Because I can't watch scary.
Well, it's not that it's scary. It's not a horror film. It's,
right, okay.
But it's tense.
Yeah.
You know, because
I can handle tense.
But it's good. It's good. Because you're also just like, you know, do you like some of the people in there? And then you find out that like, oh, maybe they're actually quite nasty, or, you know, something like that maybe there's reasons why they're in there and stuff.
Sorry, I've got a runny nose. My hay fever tablet always runs out in the afternoon.
It's also good because it's speaking from a filmmaker's point of view.
Yes.
It's actually very low budget because it's one location, just repeated with a different color, and it's very like, so for that sense, like, that's genius. Like, you're literally using the same set over and over again. Like, genius. Yeah.
Frankie's Finds, where are you? Because they've woken up to snow.
They're in Newcastle.
It's not that cold. Actually, I was sat in the back garden this morning. It was glorious. Monty was moaning because he didn't want to come back in. He wanted to lay in the sun, but he was getting very hot. I've got a bit of a sun trap out the back. So, do you want to know what I've been up to in the last 3 weeks?
Go on then.
Where you've been gone? Remember we had the discussion, morning TV gate last time, and how it was a waste of my time. So I haven't watched Lorraine This Morning or Loose Women in 3 weeks.
Well done. And don't you feel better for it?
I thought I would really miss it, and I haven't.
Of course you don't, because it's Tosh.
So I have kind of replaced it though with I have been listening to podcasts.
Oh no, that's okay.
But I've been doing stuff while I've been listening to the podcast, and so there's a podcast that I'm quite enjoying called Spark Joy.
Oh, is that about folding things? Is that
about decluttering? It's about the two women who are talking about the psychology of you know, why we hoard stuff, and you know, how much better our life would be if we could simplify and all that kind of stuff, which I really would love to do, but it's hard not to. I come from parents who've taught me to save things because they might come in handy, and so
that's Mum's nodding right now. So I don't mind. Like what did I try and throw out the other day? A pencil box, and Mum's like, no, keep. I'm like, no, Mum, it's actually just a bit of cardboard.
Yeah.
There's no value to this. Just make it go away. It's fine. And what else? Like, oh, terrible for, you know, the tea lights from IKEA.
Mm-hmm.
We've got loads of them. Oh, we could use that as a drinking glass. There's loads of them. We don't use them as drinking glasses, so they're in there taking up space. Like,
I've got a stack of them.
Yeah,
I have got a Kallax box with candles, tea light holders, matches in a whole box.
It's not like you're not right. We could. It's just there's only 2 of us, and we're not going to use that many glasses. It's just they are useful, but it's just like we need to get round to actually, if we drank more gin. So that's the answer to decluttering, is drink more gin, and then it doesn't matter. I don't like it. Well, you can drink.
Josh makes a good point there.
All of them tins glasses come in handy for the flowers, though. Do you know what? That was so true when I had like 11 bunches of flowers. Like, and Mum was literally going around going, we're running out of things.
I don't know what I do. I've got my vase, the crystal vase we got for our wedding, and I've got 2 ordinary vases, and then that's it. I don't have anything else.
No, well,
So I'd have to use measuring jugs.
Oh no, we were using that. There was the utensils pots.
Yeah.
It even came to one point going like, would it be weird to put it in the kettle? It didn't get that bad, but it was getting there, wasn't it?
Oh no, you know, milk.
Yeah, there was a milk jug, and it was getting desperate at one point. I mean, it was lovely because it was like, oh, so many flowers, but like, wow.
That's a good idea, Becca. I always have loads of 2-litre bottles, cut the top off and use that. You'd have to weight it down though, wouldn't you? Because it could tip over.
Put those coloured pebbles in.
Yeah, or just some rocks from the garden.
Yeah.
In it. Make a little a wee rockery.
So yeah, I've been listening to that, and I like the Mr. Tinch podcast with a husband. I've been listening to that, and there's a decluttering bloke called Peter Walsh who I've been listening to, and he's all about the psychology first, and he's not the same as what's her name? I've totally forgotten her name. Spark Joy woman, Japanese woman, Marie Kondo.
Marie Kondo, yeah.
That's it. He's totally different to her because she's just all about the stuff, where he's all about the psychology behind the stuff and helping you to get rid of it. Yeah,
I think that say with hoarders, I mean, there's a reason why a lot of us are resellers is because we like, I mean, and this is, by my own admission, I like buying things. I find it very difficult to go a day without spending money, even if that is just going over the road and buying a can of Coke. Like I have to spend some money every day. And reselling is a way for me to legitimately buy stuff, get that thrill of spending some cash, and then get some back for doing it and turning it into a job somehow. Whoa. And a reasonably successful one at that, which is crazy. Like this is the dream. I'm getting paid to go shopping finally. But if we didn't legit turn it into an actual business, we would be hoarders. But there's a comfort in hoarding, and I totally understand when they show these people that have got like years and years of newspapers or their house is full of rubbish and stuff. Like obviously it's sad that they get to that point. But I can kind of get it because there's a comfort in it.
I mean, my parents have got a 3-bedroom house and 3 sheds full of stuff. And I think what it's done to me and my sisters is my 2 sisters are ruthless. They have clear outs every like 6 months, and they're both quite minimalist. Whereas I have got a lot of stuff, and I blame Darren, but Darren hasn't got a lot of stuff. He keeps everything for a long time, but if you got rid of all his stuff out of this flat, it would still be full because it is mostly my stuff. Especially, I mean, this room is just all my stuff. So I can get rid of stuff, but I also keep stuff thinking it'll come in handy, which I really would like to simplify it more and be more. I mean, I have been better with the living room. I got rid of a lot of, the sides all had stuff on, and I thought you don't need all the pictures and the ornaments. I just kept all the ornaments that I like, really liked, and got rid of a lot of stuff. And I did that with the kitchen as well.
I definitely flip-flop between like, I don't think I need all of this stuff. Like, I don't have a huge emotional attachment to a lot of things. But I do like having it. I
like that idea, but then I'd be disappointed that I couldn't have something. Although I see people that do that and think that's the staff must really irritate the staff.
Oh yeah, you do that in Primark, and they're just like, oh. To me, again, that still doesn't that doesn't have the buzz because I haven't paid for it, taken it home and gone, look at these things that I've got. Look at them, they're so shiny. That's the bit.
Yeah. I love doing that when I'm at my mum and dad's, because my dad actually shows some interest, whereas I show Darren, he's like, yeah, whatever. Whereas I show my dad and he's quite interested about, you know, how much things will go for and that. So I do like doing a bit of show and tell when I've been out charity shopping with my parents.
Well, that's why we do haul videos, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
we're going, look at it, but look at it. And there's people going, what? But it's new. You know, it's lovely. And they go, oh, well done, Lex. Well done.
I mean, you know, Frankie's saying there that spending money hoping it fights depression, but you like to find old things and save them from someone who will enjoy them. Yeah, that is another good thing. And, you know, obviously it's really good for the environment, as we've said before.
And it's what do we, not item liberation, because that's stealing. It's like it's rehoming, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think there's
we're just foster parents.
Yeah. Well, this is the hippie thing. Like I believe in the universe, and the universe stuff provides sometimes, and things have certain energies and stuff. And if an item, say, hasn't reached its full potential, if it's just sat there being unloved and has sat there for years and years and years, maybe, like, oh, that's sad. It needs to go to the place to find its full potential. So whether that's going to, you know, to someone that goes, oh, I really like this little model of a cat, you know, oh, that's nice. You know, then it's reached its full potential. If it's just sat there on a shelf somewhere or in a box in an attic, oh, no.
Well, do you watch that? I think it's called The Auction House. It's a new series. Yorkshire Auction House or something. It's a new series. Anyway, he's got an auction house, this guy, and he goes round to people's houses, like family members who've died. They do like house clearance. Anyway, this woman, her husband, I think he died about 20 years ago, and he'd collected watches, and she'd been sat on loads of money worth of watches, Omega watches and stuff. And she ended up getting 14 grand after the auction, because all the watches sold for a lot of money.
Yeah, and again, that's, you know, that's,
he didn't even know.
But it's not like if she was into watches, if she liked them and was using them, was like, oh, I'm going to wear a different one every day and stuff. I'm really pleased with these, you know. Then fair enough, I could understand keeping them, but they're not doing anyone any good. Like, for example, as well, my sister has been keeping hold of my brother's Rupert the Bear books for years. They're in a box over there because she brought them round yesterday. Now, I know for a fact my brother doesn't give two hoots about them, like Rupert the Bear books. He's not going to want to flick through them and remember that he liked Rupert. He doesn't give a shit. But now we've got them. What do we do with them? It's just, it's just stuff. But you have that, oh, can't throw it away though, because it was Mark's. And I'm like, I can fucking list them on eBay. You know? They're in the way.
Yeah.
But like, what do you do? It is stuff, but like, say with the energy of that one, that's just been in a box in my sister's attic for the last 18 years. Like, what a waste. There could be someone out there that wants to have these Rupert the Bear books, and it's like, oh, those are the ones from my childhood, and I really love them. Not like my miserable brother that's just like, no, I don't care. You know?
But she had just a Rolex box, just the box, sold for 200 quid. Wow. Because it was such a nice leather box. And she was like, she just couldn't believe it. She said, I didn't realise I was sitting on all that money, you know. So it goes to show that, you know, it's good to get stuff out there and get it to people who appreciate it rather than it just sitting there. And I need to think that more.
Yes.
Although last weekend, I put a load of stuff on Facebook and sold most of it. So that was good.
Cool.
So everyone was really good. I've got a table outside my front door, you know, left it out there with a little pot for the money and, you know, contact free. Just open the window to say hello. And so that was good.
Cool.
Seen what Cassie put.
Exactly. The knob.
Although, I never liked Rupert the Bear.
I did like, I used to have
I like Paddington.
I had a little Walkman, and I had Rupert the Bear stories on cassette tape, and I did like them. There were some of them that were really nice. But I mean, I was like 4, so you know.
Kath's a salvager.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It's rescuing things, isn't it?
I mean, my dad buys a lot of stuff thinking he'll sell it, and then it just sits there. I mean, he's got a power wheelchair, which I think he bought thinking my auntie might use it, and she didn't like it, and it's sat in the shed.
So why can't he just, again, put it on Facebook and sell it?
He's on Facebook. He could.
We'll get him to do it. Tell him.
I'll try.
Shed, Dad. It's no good in the shed. Sell it. Get that cash back.
I know. So I've replaced watching the morning TV with actually doing stuff and listening to podcasts. But I also have really got into, and I don't know if anybody else has got this, but the Harry Potter game on the App Store. It is very addictive. Very, very addictive. So I do like that, but you know, you only get 5 lives each time, so it's not like I can sit on it for hours. So
that's a downtime thing, isn't it? That's you know, an escape.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I also spent 2 solid days outside cleaning up the front and back garden.
Nice.
You know, it killed me, but I done it, and I felt really good after getting it done and it looking nice. So. Not that anyone's been to my garden yet.
Well, have you invited them?
Yeah, I should really.
Yeah.
Well, usually my sister-in-law says I'll pop round, but she hasn't yet.
But you know, it is a bit weird. You know, just you walk out there one day and there's someone sat in your garden. You know, like you have to actually go. Would you like?
Yeah, I will. I'll ask my mother-in-law as well to come round. Now that the weather's better,
you can have a little picnic or a little barbecue, couldn't you?
Yes, well, I got Darren a barbecue for his birthday last year. We've got a very nice barbecue, so hopefully we'll get some nice barbecues this year. So I've done that. I've done my tax return, which I'm well chuffed about. Yay!
All I've done for mine is look at the basket that the year's worth is in, and gone, I should probably stop putting my receipts in there now because it's now the next financial year, and you know, I should separate them. But oh God, I don't want to do it. I don't like it.
Well, it took me a day and a half to do mine. I'm sure it would take longer to do yours. You know, I can see why you get an accountant.
And I don't have. It's not like I mean, I probably could do it. You know, I was very good at maths, surprisingly.
Yeah.
It's just I don't have that brain space to do it. I just don't want to, and so I just won't.
I mean, with the reports thing now on the managed payments, it is different. You haven't got your postage on there, so I did have to work out my postage separate. But what I do is I keep a tally next to me whenever I do my postage. I write it down so I know how much I've spent each month on postage anyway. But there's no, on the reports bit, there's no postage section. It's just your sales.
There is a section. There is a
post how much you've spent on postage. So you could just look at that. But if you want a monthly breakdown, which I like to do a monthly breakdown. I don't think there is one.
Again, it'll just be like, here's all the bits of paper, have fun, bye-bye now, bye-bye.
So you have to print off the reports for him?
Well, last time I just gave him access to my PayPal account, and and he signed in, and because there's a different report that you can download that for a specific computer program that accountants use. And then they put it in that, and then they tweak a few things, and it gives them all their numbers, you see.
Oh, right. Oh, that's good then.
Yeah. But obviously now on managed payments, because anything that goes into my PayPal and out of my PayPal now is personal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that will only work up until August last year, because it was August that I changed over. So it'll be like a few months of PayPal, and then everything else after that will just be the, I don't know.
Yeah.
eBay and thingy reports.
So the other thing I've done is I made some cushion covers for the living room, which I've been promising for ages. I made my cushion cover for my sofa, but Darren still had the old ones on his. So I made some cushion covers for the sofa. I turned a dress into a skirt, a like 50s style dress. I didn't like the top of it, so I cut it and put elastic in and made it into a skirt.
Cool.
So I know I need to wear it at some point. I was going to wear it today, and then I didn't feel brave enough. It would have gone well with your t-shirt because it's black and white. It's black with white polka dots.
It's a skirt.
I know. But then I thought I'll have to stand up and show it, and I don't feel confident standing up.
Why?
I like the fact I'm chopped off here.
Why?
Because I don't like my figure. But I'm not going to start moaning. I'm trying to stay positive. So what else did I do? Oh, I made a prototype apron yesterday.
Very good.
I want to start selling some. This fabric's really cool. I'll show you a bit of it.
Kath, I don't sell on Instagram. I know, like I might put the occasional picture of something on, and then someone will contact me going like, "Oh, I quite like that." But as a general thing, I don't.
Yeah, I'm the same. Sometimes I've shared stuff and people have bought like bags or tops and things off me.
But I think Instagram is I don't know. I don't know. I prefer to keep it private. If you see what I mean?
Yeah. Various chickens anyway. So I've got loads of that fabric. So that's my first one, which is just a basic. Although it did take sort of the afternoon because it is like under here is ruching, so I had to do a line of stitching and then ruche it together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I inserted the tie at the back, and it's just nice to tie back.
And is there a pocket?
And I designed the pockets myself. I mean, maybe next time do round ones. I don't know, but this was my first go at pockets. And I remember that I learned that when you make a pocket, when you're cutting out the shape, put your hand like that, so you know that your hand's going to go in. So that's what I did. I put my hand out and drew a square. So yeah. So I was showing Lex before. My next apron that I'm going to have a go at making is this one with frills on it. I think I'll just do it in the one fabric rather than contrast, just to see what it looks like, and then I might do a contrast fabric. So that's my next thing. I'm gonna make some other stuff as well, not just the aprons probably. And I've been doing at least 7,500 steps a day most days. So I have kept up the step count. So it is higher than it was, definitely.
Mine is still about like 8 steps a day. Like I'm still not going very far.
I've been trying to sort of potter about more and get in the garden because obviously the weather's better. So and the dog just wants to be in the garden all the time. He jumps at the door all the time. He wants to be outside. So I say to him, right, 5 minutes. We'll go out for 5 minutes, potter about, and he has a little sniff about, and then we come back in again. He goes back to sleep. So
yeah, I definitely feel a lot less fit. Like when I was walking through town today, there was a point where I realized that I had slowed down a lot, and I was like, God, I'm really not. I mean, it might partially be, operation, and partially because just haven't really been anywhere for a long time. But I was like, God, like so unfit now, really unfit.
Well, I've made the dog walk longer. So I go round an extra sort of big triangle of grass. I used to just cut it off, but now I go round that as well. And so I've made the dog walk about sort of 3 or 4 minutes longer. But by the time I get to round the front here, I still do get the pain. I've forgotten the name of the joint because I found out it wasn't my hip because I've been telling the doctor it's my hip that I get pain when I'm walking, and I've had my hip x-rayed and they said it hasn't got any worse. I've got a slight bit of arthritis in it, but I didn't realise it's I've forgotten the name of there's a funny joint in your pelvis that you can get pain in from walking if you've had a slip disc, which I have, and I can't think what it's called now, which is really annoying. Yeah, so I get pain there, and that's one of the reasons why I don't walk very far, because I I literally am in agony. If this starts hurting, it's so hard just to take a step. It gets harder and harder until I'm just in so much pain when I'm walking, which is really irritating.
Is this something you can have physiotherapy for?
I don't know. I've got to speak to the doctor about it, because they were going down the line of my hip. So, and then obviously we had lockdown and everything. I went and had x-rays on my hip, and that's when they said it hadn't got any worse. So,
because when there was a point when I was having super bad like back pain, leg pain, and like, because it's basically from the scoliosis and twisted hips, and I had 5 lots of physiotherapy, and basically all he did really was like pull on one leg a lot, and then basically get on top of me and push down on, and he was really cute as well, so it was a little bit like hello, but he would be pushing down on my like pelvis bones, right there, like pushing down. 5 weeks of that. I've never gone back since, so I don't know what he did.
Wow.
But like honestly, it's like magic. Like, see, and I was, like you said, in proper agony, like having to lie on flat surfaces and stuff and take painkillers. And then literally 5 weeks of doing that. It wasn't even for like a long session. I think it was like 20-minute sessions. And that just never had. Not that I haven't had back pain since, but you have backache, don't you, rather than pain.
I can't stand for long periods. I get a lot of lower back pain if I stand for too long. I have to take regular breaks.
But is it pain or ache?
It starts off as an ache and ends up as a pain. But I mean, it is to do with, because I had the slip disc. I've had pain in my lower back since I had the slip disc and sciatica, and it's all connected. So, I mean, I had traction and everything, which I don't think they do anymore. When I was 22, I had traction and regular physio. And every so often I'll have physio when it gets worse. But I can control it. But like a few years back, me and Darren were doing 6-mile walks. I definitely could not do that now. I'd have to be like totally drugged up to be able to walk.
Well, maybe you need exercise. Swimming is just the best exercise, isn't it? So maybe you need to do something like that. Loosen the joints a bit. And
confidence. It's the confidence thing. We're getting in the pool in a costume. I haven't been swimming for years. I got a new swimming costume recently, but that was to go in my friend's hot tub. So I haven't been swimming for years. I think 2010 there was a swimming pool where we were staying in Spain, but it was like private, it was just for the people that lived in the complex. So we used to have the pool to ourselves most of the time. I was a lot slimmer then. I know I know my confidence is holding me back from doing a lot of things. You're a very confident person, Lexx.
Do you think?
Or do you think you just pretend to be confident?
Yeah, you fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Because you've got to weigh up the thing that you want versus the thing that's stopping you. So I don't know, say for example with the hysterectomy thing, like I didn't want to have a hysterectomy, obviously. Nobody really does, do they? I didn't want to go through all that pain and stuff and things, but that was the obstacle to having something else a lot better, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's
I have faced my fears quite a lot. I used to always say feel the fear and do it anyway, and I feel like I have. I think this whole sort of year is really, I don't know, because I've been at home so much, I have lost my confidence a lot. I was getting out there a bit more. I was making real strides, and I feel like that's all undone again now.
But it's only undone if you keep saying to yourself that it's undone and I've got no confidence and I can't go out and do this. Because just start by saying, well, I probably could actually. I probably could go out and do this. I probably could get a swimming costume on and go swimming. I probably could do that. And at some point, it does turn into a, well, do you know what, I'm gonna maybe try and do that, and then I will do that. And
I'm not a very good swimmer.
so, do you know what? You burn more calories the worse a swimmer you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Good swimmers. No, you don't want. You want swimming like that because you're doing anything to keep afloat. So you burn calories. Honestly, it's a fact. Yeah. So don't ever be a good swimmer. Just be like me, where it's like, I'm alive. It's okay, but just go for it. You know.
My dad used to take a swim when we were kids, and he'd dive in the deep end and come out at the shallow end, you know. And I'd be like, "Wow, how can he hold his breath for so long?"
But he's barely burning any calories doing that. All he's doing is going underwater, holding his breath, and then coming up. No. Start at the shallow end and go flap, 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 all the way down. That's how you burn your calories. All of that movement and everything. You're loosening all your limbs and stuff. That's how you want to do it.
I'd be interested, Becca, if just to go back a bit, and Becca's saying about Facebook. She's got a Facebook shop. Do you need a website to have a Facebook shop?
Do you know what? I totally don't understand the Facebook shop, Instagram shop thing.
I tried to do the Facebook shop thing, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it told me link it to your the Instagram one. Link it to your Facebook shop, and I was like, I've got a Facebook page. I don't have a Facebook shop.
Yeah, I've got a Facebook page.
You need to populate your shop. I'm like, how? What?
I'll have to have a look. I might have a look this afternoon and see if I can do. Because last time I tried to list something, it put my masks onto Marketplace, and I was like, hang on a minute, I didn't want them on Marketplace.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it.
When I posted about my masks on my Cover Me Up, it put them onto Marketplace, and I was like, hang about. Okay, they're on Marketplace. I just took them off recently because they obviously weren't selling because nobody's buying handmade masks anymore. But I just didn't get it. So I don't know about
that. Yes, I charge £20 an hour.
She denied it 3 weeks ago. You denied it, didn't you? What? Because I said, you know, everything you say it with love because you're being the person that I need, which is, as Lexx knows, my family are all lovely and they support me, but they do not tell me, Karin, don't do that, or Karin, you need to do this. They don't do that. They just support whatever you're doing. My little sister does a little bit. Lexx is the person I need because she says no. Don't be stupid. And I think some people take that as her being horrible to me, but I know she's doing it with love because she wants me to be better, do better. So.
And also because I just want to be horrible to you as well.
Yeah.
It's a hobby, you know. No, it's just I don't know. It's because I get it, because I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But also, like, because I know you're missing out on so much, and I don't want to miss out on things. I still feel like I'm missing out on a lot of things. I'm sure everybody does. You know,
I do feel like if I was back in Suffolk, I would do more because I've got my friends and my family there, and I'd go out with them. And at the minute, Darren is working so much. When he's not at work, he just really wants to rest and sleep. You know, I don't expect him to want to go out and do stuff at the minute. But he's taking the overtime while he can get it. There's only so long it's going to be there. So,
but again, you don't always have to have someone with you to do something.
I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I did start doing the volunteering on my own. I was doing that and and people said to me, I can't, you know, I wouldn't be able to do that. And, you know, I did. And I will, you know, I said to the manager, she's going to keep me on the books and I will get back to doing that. You know, when we figure out what's happening with this and whether, you know, like they've been saying, it's probably going to be around for a long time. We're going to have annual boosters type things for it, which is okay. I can deal with that. I mean, every winter flu season, I was pretty much not a germaphobe, but I was very aware of where I put my hands and keeping my hands clean and all that kind of thing, because I didn't want to catch flu. So, you know, I don't know why this is different. I suppose because the amount of people that have died, maybe, I don't know. Even though it's all older people, isn't it? It's not so much the younger people.
I'm sure it's a whole mixture of people, and I'm sure that actually that when they end up looking at all of these statistics and things, that it probably levels out at something else, and you know, it's all, I don't know, what can you say? We'll see anyway.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I looked, because I did have a brave moment and thought, I'll just go and see how much the train tickets are to go and see my mum and dad. It's like 350 quid return at the minute. So, I mean, I'm sure the prices will go down, but at the moment they're still very high. So
that is crazy that you know.
Yeah, it's saying there about once I get there that I'll be all right. I mean, I did used to go. In a different life a few years back, me and Darren belonged to a gym, and we used to go to the gym regularly and go swimming, you know. And now I look back at that and think, oh God, I can't believe that was me, but it was. We used to meet up after work, meet there after work and go gym and swim, and then, you know, that was really good. And I wish I could get back there.
Why not?
It's because I'm a fat blob. And I know people aren't really looking.
Of course they're not. And do you know what? A lot of people that go to the gym are fat blobs, and then when they keep going, they tend not to be so fat blob after a while.
Yeah. I mean, they started me off on this thing that was fitness thing for people who are diabetic. This weekly club thing. And it was all right, but then it got quite difficult, and I was like out of breath and stuff. And I was like, I don't enjoy it as much now because it's hard.
Well, you're meant to get out of breath.
I know. I am probably fitter now because thanks to that month of doing the steps, it has made me fitter. Definitely easier when I take the dog for a walk, and I'm definitely walking faster. So it has helped. Definitely has helped. I keep saying definitely, but it has. So yeah, she didn't realise we were on, but I'm going to do Wednesdays instead of Tuesdays now. So you can, if you're not home on a Wednesday or whatever, you can always watch back. Although, you know, you don't have to. But if you're watching this, then you probably are watching back. What am I talking about? I don't know. Not making any sense.
Just going back to what our J law says. You might find that your local swimming pool, when they reopen, have specific times for I don't know, ill people, you know, not ill people, but like people going through like therapies and stuff. Because I used to go to because there was one point where I had it on the NHS. When I was prescribed like going to the pool and stuff to like help with depression and things. And there were certain times you could go where there would be like two other people in there. One of them was this guy that would just walk from one side of the swimming pool to the other. And then someone else was, you know, they're just doing laps and things. And it's like, oh, that's great.
Do you know, I never knew that. See what Claire's put. Hi, Claire. That she's used Bumble to make friends. That's lovely, Claire.
See, there you go. You can make some friends.
I mean, all my mother-in-law ever says to me is, Karin, you need to make friends. That was a really bad impression of my mother-in-law. She's a Geordie. She doesn't sound nothing like that. But she's always saying, you need to make friends here and like join some clubs. And I'm like, yeah, but there's no clubs I want to join.
I bet there is. I bet there's a sewing circle. I bet there's, you know, a knit and natter group, and I bet there's a whole bunch. I bet there's probably.
I did have a look, and there wasn't anything close by, like sewing related.
As in, like on your street.
No, close by. I've got like I'm in a little town, and I'm surrounded by like 3 little towns. So there was nothing in the vicinity, sort of thing. I think the closest one was like Whitley Bay, which is quite a trek. And that sounds like an excuse, I know. But I would really like to go somewhere that's within walking distance so I don't have to go on public transport still.
You can start your own.
Yeah, I know. That's what someone said, but I mean, I don't know how you would go about it.
Just think this, if you put a notice up on, you start a group on Facebook, start a page, you know, car and sewing circle or something, and go like, right, join this, you know, to get your people around in the area to, you know, post it on local groups and stuff, and go, you know, if anybody wants to, you know, chat about sewing stuff and, you know, meet in a cafe one day and things, you know.
Actually, my mother-in-law suggested the Women's Institute, but that's far away as well. There's not one close by either. I would love to join the Women's Institute. I'm pretty much like WI ready, really. They love their baking, which I do love as well, and their sewing, you know, their crafts, which I like as well. They like flower arranging. I like that.
And nude calendars.
No.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Also try Meetup's webpage.
Yeah, there's a website called Meetups.
I do feel like this is going to be my task, isn't it, for the next fortnight, is Bumble and Meetups. And then I haven't looked recently to see if there's a sewing group. There might be now. My sister's mother-in-law goes to one and she really enjoys it, but obviously that's down south.
Yeah, I say if you can't find one, then start one, because there's going to be another Karen out there. Maybe not called Karen. It's like
there's only one Karen.
Thank God. But you know, there could be someone else out there, like local, that's like, oh yeah, I'd love to join a craft group. You know, find them. Why not?
Does that mean I'd have to set like tasks and stuff?
No, you're not teacher. You're not the ruler. You're not. You're literally just going like, you know, hey, did you watch Sewing Bee this week? What you think? Oh yeah, and I made this. Oh, that's really good. Have you tried doing this? Yeah, lovely. Let's meet for coffee. Okay, great.
I wish there was. The only thing I have about Sewing Bee is I wish there was a section where they made something other than clothes. Although I do really enjoy it, because I haven't actually made any clothes yet. I mean, that apron is the closest thing I've made to sort of clothing. There should be another section where they make something other than clothes.
Yeah. Good point. Maybe you could write in and suggest that.
Oh, there's virtual WIs. Oh, I'll have a look then. I'll put WI. Yes, I need to, because I mean, as much as I love my video chats with my friends and family, it's not the same, is it, as actually belonging to a group. I mean, the only group I've kind of belonged to was Slimming World, and I did meet a lovely friend through that, Maureen, who's a retired teacher, and we've been friends for years now. I mean, when did I first join? 2006. So yeah, we've been friends over 15 years, and she is lovely. We meet up every so often for a coffee or lunch. And there's Hazel as well, who lives down the road. She's retired as well. And we'll often at Christmas, in the past, we've gone out for Christmas lunch together, and that's really nice. So I have met two nice friends through Slimming World. Yeah, see, Lynn loves sewing, but she hates making clothes. I do find making clothes really daunting because it is difficult. Whereas if you make a cushion, it's slightly the wrong size, it doesn't matter. Whereas if you make clothing, I mean, you can unpick it, but if you've cut it, then you'll have to start again. And as a lot of sewers know, it's really hard to cut the fabric. I know that sounds stupid, but you have these lovely stacks of pretty fabric, folded fabric, and it looks lovely, and you don't want to cut it. I know it sounds stupid, but it's true. Sewers will understand that.
Yes.
Although I do struggle with it a lot, you know, my confidence with doing YouTube, the amount of times I try and talk myself out of doing YouTube is a lot, basically.
Yeah, but you still do, which means that you've overcome the whatever it is.
I pushed myself to do it because I wanted to do something, you know, involving people, because I did miss the social side of working. And, you know, I've always had jobs where I've been like a receptionist. So I got to talk to lots of people every day. And when you go from that to just speaking to like 1 or 2 people, it is really hard. So I made myself, you know, do YouTube to meet more people, which I have met some lovely people, including this lovely lady.
Me.
Yeah. No. Lexx is lovely. She pretends that she's not, but she is lovely. We have some lovely chats, don't we? Yes, we do. And she's so much nicer to me, you know, when we're just chatting ourselves. She's lovely. It's just on here, she's just a bit of a cow bag.
It's all show. It's all for show. Yeah.
Hello, Nick, and hello, Aid. Yeah, so another thing was we're doing the Wednesday, no, the Hump Day Hangout, is I want to have some different people on. Obviously, still have Lexx on, but have some other, you know, some men on and some different people to chat to, and, you know. So if any of you out there would like to, and you know me, obviously, if you don't know me, don't just randomly say, hello, can I come on? Because I'm not going to say yes because I don't know you. Do you know who I am?
Did you watch Richard Knight's life on Laney Spanish Bin?
I've got it to watch later. I didn't watch it live.
You get a little mention.
Oh, do I? Richard does always say hello to me when we're both in a chat. We spent the day together, so you know I don't lack confidence, but I could never do YouTube like you do. Yeah, Kath is like really confident, really, really confident person. Very like, here I am.
Yeah, but there's you know, what people assume is you know, you assume that that say I am confident, for example, and yet there will be, you know, some you know, I've gone on stage and I've pitched a television idea to the head of Sky Arts in front of 200 people, right?
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But if I go into Costa, I have to practice what I've got to ask for, because a little bit of social anxiety like kicks in and goes, what if I order the wrong coffee? Which is stupid. That's stupid. It gets you in different places, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like probably when you least expect, you know?
I mean, Darren's very confident at work, and like at work, people probably think that he's like that at home, and he's not. He's very quiet at home and laid back. Whereas at work, I know he's the not the class clown, but he's always having a laugh and joke with everyone, and he's quite, you know, chatty and that. If we go out and we're in a restaurant, I do all the ordering. Like Darren wouldn't say I'll order because he's not confident to do that. Whereas I would do the ordering of whatever. And like the phone calls, I make all the phone calls if we need phone calls.
Yeah, I cannot make phone calls.
See, but that was my job, you see. I had to ring lots of people.
No. See, there you go. So you're confident in an area where I'm petrified of making phone calls. Absolutely hate it. Will do anything to get out of it.
Right.
Hate making phone calls.
And I'm quite good at like complaining in a nice way, because I'd done it a lot for my job when I was in admin. So I'm quite good at getting what I want and complaining about something if it's not right.
No, can't do that. Can't do it. So you have the power within you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure when I worked at the day centre and like there's hundreds of people there, I'm sure everyone thought Karin's confident, outgoing person. I'm sure they all did, because that's what they saw. They didn't see the person that lacks confidence, because I had my mask on of this is my job. I'm wearing my uniform. You know, this is what I do, and I'm confident in what I do. I don't know. Doing this on my own, if you weren't, I mean, I would have been petrified if you weren't coming on today. I'm terrible when I'm on my own. I end up a bumbling idiot. I don't know what to say.
Sorry, how many times have I done a solo live? Yeah. I mean, I can't do them. When I'm on with Carla and she goes like, "Oh, just cover for me a minute," while I go, and I instantly just go. You know? Like it's you know, but there's again, it's the, you know, feel the fear and do it anyway, because why not?
Oh, bless you, Lynn. Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
part of the reason why, and my sister, like my younger sister's the same. She hates doing stuff on her nose because my mum she wants to be there for you. So like when I go back to visit my parents, my mum always wants to come with me when I go somewhere, and sometimes I have to say, "Mum, I'm all right. I can go on my own," because she thinks that she has to be there for me, sort of thing, or she wants to be there for me, and that's where it comes from. As children, we never went anywhere by ourselves. So
God, Mum was like, out you go.
I mean, we lived on a housing estate that had a big park in the middle of it. So we did go out and play a lot as kids, and my dad would just shout from the back door when tea was ready. So we did do that as young children, but then we moved to near my high school, and then we just stayed in all the time and just went out with my parents. So it was weird how it changed. See, Nick gets social anxiety, and Nick's comes across as really confident person, and he's got all those followers, and you know, and he's good with filming outside, which is something I wish I could do. He does it. Actually, it might be idea to get your point of view on that, Nick, what it's like when you're filming in shops and outside. Do people look at you or not?
He has a cheeky like bag or something that he puts it in as well, I think.
Oh, right.
But yes, exactly. Surface layer and inside we're a hot mess. It's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true. But, you know, I don't know.
I'm trying to think of the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done. I mean, I can't remember whose birthday it was, or was it my mum and dad's anniversary? Was it my dad's birthday? Anyway, my nephews were supposed to get up and with the mic and say, you know, do a little speech to my dad for his birthday. And they bottled it at the last second. And my sisters were like, well, I'm not doing it. So I had to go up and do it. And I was like, oh, I actually did that. And there was a lot of people in the room.
That I would probably be like again, I've said, you know, I've done that in front of 200 people, but nearly every time I had to go in and teach to like 8 people, I was still going like do. It's like, hang on, it's only 8, and they're kids as well. They're stupid. They're idiots. I could tell them anything and they'll believe it. You know, they're not going to call me out. You know, but yeah,
Nick does it sneakily. Does he just hold his phone sort of down?
I don't know.
Because I've held my phone like this walking along. I was walking the dog one day and I was filming like that, and then just someone looked at me really like, what the hell is she doing? And then I was like, oh, I can't do this. I don't know if they were thinking that.
Well, they probably weren't. Well, maybe they were. Maybe they were going,
what's she doing?
You know, yeah. But then they probably didn't give it another thought ever again. You know.
Yeah. That's the trouble. I do worry so much about what other people think. Darren says that to me all the time. You're so bothered about people that just walk past you and they've forgotten. You know, what's the point? It's like I won't go out without makeup on, like just to walk the dog. And I've done it made myself do it a couple of times. And then if I haven't got my makeup on and someone stops to chat, I feel terrible because I think I should have put my makeup on.
Really? Are you wearing makeup now?
Yeah. Can you not tell?
Well, if I go like that, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I've got eyeshadow and mascara on.
Right now, to me, your eyes are like that big, so I can't really see.
Trust me, I would look different if I didn't have any makeup on. I just put makeup on to make me look normal.
I put makeup on to make me look weird. I haven't got any on, by the way, before.
Well, no, you look lovely without makeup on. You just look fresh faced. Whereas if I haven't got makeup on, I look really tired. Although I do look quite tired today because I've been up since 4 a.m. Something woke me up at 4 a.m. and I could not get back to sleep. So Darren got up at 5:45 and he was like, what are you doing up? You should have gone and made me a cup of tea. I was like, thanks, Darren.
Yes, you should have.
Sometimes you go out without makeup on, right? Okay.
Nick, he does need a bit of lippy though. Looks good with a bit of lippy, bit of mascara.
I mean, do you remember a while back, Lex? And I showed you the picture. I tried different makeup, didn't I? Sort of 50s, because my look I would like to have would be like 50s style, wear the 50s style stuff and the scarves in the hair and, you know, the makeup and everything. I tried that makeup and I thought, oh yeah, that is quite nice. Have I been out with it? No. Too scared.
Too scared?
Too scared. I know.
It wasn't even like it. Everyone has that makeup. Like,
Yeah.
These look makeup is like a standard makeup look. It's
yeah, I think it's just because I've always worn this makeup. So doing something different is just like, oh, I know it's just me. No one would probably even notice.
No.
I know.
They wouldn't notice and they wouldn't care, and it wouldn't even be a thing that registers to them as a thing.
It's just me. I mean, just in my head too much. It is, you know, that is my problem. That is.
Anyways, we weren't going to talk about your problems.
No, we weren't going to talk about my problems because we always end up on them because I'm such a mess that we always end up going back to me and my problems. My lack of problems. The problems I create myself, what Darren says.
Yes.
He says you make problems when there are no problems.
Yes, exactly.
Like, I wish I'd straightened my hair now because look, it's gone all... It looked nice this morning when I just washed it and left it. Now it's gone all funny.
Hey, everyone in the chat, at any point in the last hour and a bit, has anyone looked at Karen's hair and gone,
she hadn't straightened that.
She ain't straightened that. How dare you, Karen, and not straighten that? I bet you not one person has even registered that as a thing until you said.
I know. Terrible.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway,
do I need drugs? Do I need drugs, Lex? Can you get drugs for this?
What kind of drugs?
I don't know. I just need a brain transplant, don't I?
No. You need to get over yourself. Which I know is, okay, that's easier said than done.
I know.
But, but sometimes also just have a go.
There you go. No one's noticed. Oh, this is what I made, Lynn. I did show it before, but I don't think you were in. So I made a 50s style apron with pocketses.
Pocketses.
2 pocketses. And it does up at the... I mean, it looks very simple, but it took me all afternoon to make. So it's got like a waistband with a gathered hem and then a tie with little points on the end. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't, can you?
I can see that, dear.
Points on the end.
Have you subscribed to Carla's friend Debbie on YouTube?
No.
I think her channel's called Do It With Debs. Saucy. Because she is a bit saucy as well, right? And she dresses all 50s style. She ain't a skinny bird, Right. But yeah, and she's right camp and stuff as well. And she's been doing she did a little sewing thing about she was recovering a sofa or something. She was recovering something like cushions for a sofa.
Yeah.
And then another video she did was like making the old school like cake, the tray bake thing with sprinkles on top and stuff. And yeah, so just have a look at it because like she's one that you would think again is like so, and ask Carla about her as well. She exudes confidence, and yet she's probably she is a fragile little bunny underneath, honestly. But Carla was like, right, you're doing a YouTube channel, and she's dead good at it, So just try it, and also just take a look at her for the style as well, because she's always in like a 50 skirt and stuff, and and I let it all away. Why not? But she's fab,
Yeah, I've got lots of like daring things in my wardrobe, but I go back to sweatshirts, jogger bottoms, jeans. That's what I'm comfortable in, so that's what I wear. Although I'm going to try, and I'm not going to try, I am going to wear some different things this summer. So I'll next 2 weeks' time, shall I be on with my skirt that I made? Yes?
Yeah, it's a skirt. It's hopefully summertime. So wear a skirt.
Yeah, hopefully.
No reason why not.
We've been chatting for an hour and 15 minutes nearly already.
Yeah, I've got to go and do some work. I said I
Yeah.
was going to finish my 10 listings, and I said that maybe about 3 hours ago now.
Right. I've got to, I was saying to you, I'm going to put some summer stuff on because I think the weather is getting better. I think it's going to be, Friday's supposed to be nice.
Oh,
Nice
I hope
day.
so.
Is that when you're going to the pub? No, next week, isn't
No,
it?
go on Monday, but it's just I would like a nice day where I could go around to my sister's and sit in her garden again.
So I wear the skirt. I was hoping to make myself a top with the top of the dress. I was going to make the sleeves of the top that I make with the polka dots so that it goes with the skirt. So that's my plan for the first item of clothing that I make.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to make myself just like a shell top with the spotted
Or
sleeve.
proper 50s look. Have you got just a plain black or white t-shirt?
Yes.
Right? So plain black or white t-shirt, tuck it in. If you've got a belt, even better.
I haven't got a belt, but I could get one.
You could get a belt. It's not necessary really. Even just like a thick bit of ribbon or something around the waist.
Yeah.
Like a contrasting colour, like a red or a yellow or something.
I mean, I've got my black t-shirt that says I'm not your hun.
No, that's not 50s. Plain black. Plain black.
No, I haven't got plain
Well,
black.
try it with that one then, but that's no. But maybe.
I could wear it backwards.
No, wear it the right way round. Try it anyway, but you've got to tuck it in to the skirt, which will feel alien, first of all, but you get used to it. Right? So tuck it in, ribbon around as a belt, same colour ribbon in here, and then like a little like curl at the front, and then flick in the eye.
I mean, look, I have been growing. This is all new growth.
And with that, just like nice curl in it. I can't do it in mine because like my hair is just useless like that.
Yeah, I can't really do it.
But try it anyway, even just like a curl.
Yeah.
And pin it up, and then nice bow in the hair. There you go. Easy.
Right. So I'm going to write it down. Next, what is the date in 2 weeks' time on the Wednesday?
I don't know.
I'm going to wear my 50s look.
And if you've got a little set of pearls or something like that, a nice set of beads to go with it.
I've got a black necklace. It was my nan's. Wear that.
No. not a 50.
I'll show you first.
Okay. Black necklace wouldn't be a 50s look. You want like pearls or something plasticky.
No, I've got pearl earrings, but I got rid of the pearl necklace. What I got for a present.
Never mind. Not essential, but you know.
Yeah. What does your t-shirt say, by the way? True what?
True punk. It's
True punk.
Vivian Westwood.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fact you're wearing necklaces and stuff now. It's nice. Looks nice.
Yeah, because like for ages, I would always buy lots of silver, going like, well, I'll sell that, and everything I was just going to sell. And it's like, I am allowed to keep some of this, And so I've like raided it and gone, well, actually, I'm going to have all of this stuff. This stuff is mine.
Good.
Oh, there you go. Lynn says I have to send you some necklaces.
She just sent me a lovely, I should have worn it. Oh, it's in the bedroom. She sent me a lovely bracelet, sewing theme bracelet the other day. Thank you so much for that. It's lovely. It's like necklace length, but if you just do it twice, you can wear it as a bracelet.
I see, that's quite kitchen 50s.
Yeah.
That thing with the little buttons on.
Yeah. I'll wear that.
There we go.
Yes. So, did we say what the date was in 2 weeks' time? Is it the 5th of May in 2 weeks' time?
I don't know. Yes, it is.
Right. So we'll see you on the 5th of May, and I will wear my 50s-ish look.
There we go.
Okay?
Yes. Yay. Right.
Thank you very much, Lex, for having a chat with me. And I've enjoyed our chat, and it has been mostly positive, which is good.
Good.
But I am feeling much more positive because the weather's nice, and the weather. Oh, I mean, we've just got a lovely blue sky here.
Oh, you say that literally as you say that, it started to rain.
Oh,
You have to go and say that.
sorry.
It's okay. I'm not going anywhere now. I've just got to go and photograph some necklaces, and that's me done.
Yeah. So have a good rest of the day, everybody, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time, and hopefully we'll have some more people on. I've got my friend Marie coming on as well, hopefully in 2 weeks as well. So we'll see you then.
Yay.
See you all later.